Hey ho, my name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about October. Hello there. If you are new here, my name is Joanna. I refer to myself here as Joe right on this booktube community because I am fight and read like a girl and I give every book a chance at least once with me. So I ask that you leave your most recent read down below because I'm always looking for something new, even though I have a giant TBR that I need to get through. So let's go ahead and jump into these books because I've got seven books that I want to try to read in the month of October. We're going to start at the top of this pile and work our way down. Let's do this. The first one is Lord of the Flies by William Golding. This is a classic, so I've been trying to slowly work my way through all the classics in the world. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this one, but if you're not familiar with the Lord of the Flies story, you basically follow, so it's like it's the start of World War II, and then like there's these boys that are on an uncharted island. They're basically so far from civilization they can basically feel like they can do whatever they want. I've been told that it's a very creepy story, and that's kind of why it's on this list, but I've never actually physically read it myself. I feel like it was probably one of those I probably should have read when I was in high school, but my teacher never assigned it to us, and here we are. So I definitely want to try to get through this. I feel like this would be a very quick read. It's less than 200 pages. Yeah, it's about 202 pages, so I feel like I could probably have this on like a weekend reading vlog or even like a 24-hour reading vlog. One of those two. I have vlogs coming, guys. I promise. We're working on it. The next book on this list is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. If you are not familiar with The Strange Case of Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, follow the journey of, I think it was Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll. He turns into Dr. Jekyll. I'm not sure which ones. I don't remember who's Dr. Hyde or Dr. Jekyll, and I don't remember who's Mr. Hyde. Either way, I always have loved the story or the idea of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but I never actually read the book. And yes, I have the Great Illustrated Classics edition. Might be a little different from the original, but either way, I've always loved these because every page has an illustration. So it's literally just kind of like, it's a great story. And I feel like this is also one of those ones I can read in a weekend. So the next one is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. This will be my first exposure to Lisa Jewell. If you have read anything Lisa Jewell, please leave a comment down below. But Edward started reading this a little while ago, and he wasn't really a fan of it, but I kind of want to check it out. It's not really a spooky story, but it's definitely a mystery thriller, and I've been into a lot of mystery thrillers lately, and some of my favorite authors are Gillian Flynn and B.A. Paris, but those are kind of my first exposures to it, so I kind of want to try to expand my horizon and go more. So you follow Ellie after she disappears, and her mom is just basically trying to figure out why she disappeared. Alright, and the next one is, you guys recently saw this in a haul video, but that is Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. Haley in Bookland has actually mentioned this on her channel before. I went back to like some of her very, very old videos before she changed her name to Haley in Bookland, which I don't remember what it was before. But she talks about this as a good Halloween spooky read. And in this one, following a bunch of sisters, when their mother died, there was a sister that promised to protect her sisters. They're trying to rediscover a secret that her mom had. And they're basically trying to uncover if that's actually the truth or not. So that's kind of what I've gotten from it. But in a nutshell, that's what it sounds like it's about. And I'm actually very excited. Haley always kind of, what's the word? She talks about this book like it's one of her favorites, and I'm really excited to dive into it. I've always trusted Haley's opinion. Her and I have very similar taste in books, but she likes romance and I don't. But a lot of the other books that she reads, she enjoys. So I feel like I would definitely enjoy this. So Haley, this one's for you. Alright, and the next books on this list is James Patterson's Hide and Seek. Edward has read this. He said it's kind of really good for the spooky season. And you follow a woman who is on trial, I believe, for the murder of her husband. I think Edward says she's on trial for the murder of her husband, and you have two perspectives of it. You have when she's on trial, and then why she did it. It kind of bounces back and forth, and I'm really excited to dive into this. I don't know. James Patterson is a hard one for me to read. I've tried to read a couple of his books on occasion, but I definitely want to see if I like this one, and then if I like this one, I might dive into the other ones, because I own so many James Patterson that I haven't read yet. But you know what? We're going to get there. Okay, this next one, I can't believe it's on this list. I can't believe I still haven't read it. I can't believe that it's taken me so long to read it, because this is one of the most anticipated and most talked about books on the BookTube community. And I've kind of been saving it for this season, just because the story that everybody talks about. They say it's a great read during the Halloween season, and that is The Diviners by Libra Bray. I know. I haven't read it yet. I know. Maybe it's the thickness, maybe it's the chunker, maybe it's because it's the idea of it, but the 1920s murder mystery thriller, I don't know why I haven't read it yet. It sounds so completely up my alley. Maybe I'll pick up the audiobook. Maybe I will find a way to read it. Maybe I'll just shut up already about it and just freaking read it. Either way, I'm not going to go into detail what it's about, because it is the most talked about book on BookTube. Why haven't I read it yet? I don't know. I know. Leave a comment down below bashing me about it, because what is wrong with me? Why haven't I read it yet? That's what I keep wondering. Anyway, if you have read this, if you think I'm going to like it, leave a comment down below bashing me and say, Joanna, shut up and read it already, because you need to. I don't know. Either way, this is on my October TBR. The last book on my October TBR list is a book that I am so excited to dive into. I have specifically saved it for this season and for October, because it's spooky and it's weird. And I know there's a movie on it, and I feel like the book was made after the movie. It was written after the movie, and it follows the movie pretty well. But that is Pan's Labyrinth by, I must say this wrong, Guillermo de Tiro and Cornelia Funke. Honestly, I picked this up because it had Cornelia Funke's name on it, and it looks like I started reading it, but I just probably couldn't get into it. But it's more or less kind of like a dark and spooky fairy tale, which I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what it's about. And not only that, those illustrations all through this, like every chapter has an illustration, like around the border, and I'm pretty sure there's probably other illustrations in here as well. I just saw one. Where'd it go? I don't want to do any spoilers for myself, but there's some pretty cool illustrations in here. Like, hello. That's so cool. Alright, and I'm so excited to... I almost dropped that. I am so excited to know more about this. So, yay! Alright, so if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't go into great detail on what these books are about, but, you know, I like to go into a book blind, and I don't try to read the synopsis, but I definitely go on opinions on other people, and I try to read them for myself. So if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all my links down below. I also have a link down below, if you didn't already know, to how to support my channel and whatnot. So that is down there below if you want to go ahead and donate to that. That way so I can make more content for you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button or ring that bell. That way so you always get notified when I post a video, because I am quirky, weird, and random, and post at random, even though we are trying to get better at it by posting by 2 days a week, which is on Thursday and Friday. But right now we're at random because I have a lot going on right now. So thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!